Hi, Lauren. I want to thank you for doing the Art of Fearlessly Doing Business interview, and I want to ask you a little bit about your business and who you are.
Certainly.
So tell me about your business and what you do.
We are business lawyers. I've been practicing here in town for 33 years. Started out doing any kind of trial work I could get because I wanted the trial experience. I'm a litigator, and now it's limited to business, which includes some commercial real estate, but business is employment and contracts and owner issues, partner issues, and anything having to do with business.
So you and I know each other from way back in North Scottsdale Chamber days, so it's really interesting to be interviewing you today because I don't think that I really know a lot of the answers to these questions, so I'm equally as interested in hearing the answers.
Okay.
Why did you start your business? So once you started to work for other people, what made you take the leap to start your own company?
When I first graduated from law school, I wanted experience with a small law firm so that I could get into court as early as possible. So I worked for a small law firm for a number of years, and then I was actually recruited to go to a larger law firm, and from there I had opportunities that came from time to time because of the trial work experience snowball that I had. So I ended up working for a large law firm, and I didn't like the large law firm experience. So I left that and went back to a medium-sized firm, and I had a client for whom I ended up going to Alaska for 6 months on a project. I ran his campaign for the United States Senate out of Alaska.
Wow.
He didn't win, and when he didn't win, I thought this is as good time as any, this was 2009, to strike it out with my partner Chad Connolly, who had worked for me at the last law firm, and with the encouragement of the client slash candidate, we decided to open up. So we opened up on April Fool's Day of all days in 2009, and knock on wood, have been going strong ever since.
Wow, 2009. So that was an interesting time to get started. There was a lot
Right
of
in the
interesting
heart
things
of the
happening.
recession, the credit crunch, we each had some cash we put into the business, and were able to fortunately pay ourselves back within, I think, 30 days, if maybe 60, and have had no issues since. And like I said, fortunately, we've been very busy. It was an interesting time personally because I had good credit, but I had just recently gone through a divorce and opened up the new firm. I couldn't even get a loan for a car
Wow.
at the time. And then fortunately, when the credit crisis eased up, then those issues went away, and just been happening.
So that's kind of a good segue to the next question. So what was the biggest fear you had to overcome to get started?
Generally failure, but it was more realistically the day we opened up. We had 38 clients whom I had represented before, and who we had cultivated even during my campaign days in Alaska. And so we really got a head start, if you will, because we opened up with money in the bank and 38 existing clients. But the fear was that one doesn't know the future, and in fact that's a fear for me in my 33 years of practice. Right now, for example, I'm booked solid for the next 6 months to 8 months, as I have been historically, but I never know what's going to happen after that. So if the phone doesn't ring tomorrow, if I don't have a pipeline of existing work, I don't have the business. So it's a leap of faith a little bit every day, week, and month.
So what was the first big bump in the road that you hit, and how'd you get through it?
It was probably my divorce and the potential impact that had on my practice in terms of distraction, in terms of finances. But that was probably my biggest bump in the road that I can think of. I've been pretty fortunate and haven't really had many bumps.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So what would you say, earlier you said that not knowing where the next client's going to come from is a fear that you're still dealing with. Is that your biggest fear that you deal with now, the biggest concern?
Other than death, yes.
You stay in business long enough, one of the fears is not living, right?
Well, that's always been a fear of mine, which is why I probably relate to Woody Allen, because he always has written about and had this probably unnatural fear of death, I feel the same way because I don't believe in an afterlife. So I figure this is it for me, and I don't want it to end because I am the happiest person I know. I love what I do for a living. I'm very happily married. I love life, and I'm not ready for it to be over anytime in the next 40 years.
So what would you say the biggest lesson you've learned about being fearless that you can share with others?
Well, it's certainly nothing original with me. I try to focus, when I think about it, on the notions of, the only thing to fear is fear itself, and that it's only through bumps in the road and failures that we can measure our success, and that so far, at least in my life, nothing's happened so bad that it was insurmountable. So I'm blessed, and I've had it pretty easy.
Well, this is a good thing to hear.
I'm really lucky. I'm really lucky, and I'm really happy. So I don't have a lot of the same issues that I hear people having all the time, and certainly the people who I represent, who are often growing a business, but more often in trouble. They have disputes, they have business issues that are serious, and I do what I can to try to help them, and I enjoy that. And I've been fortunately pretty successful at it.
So perspective is an important thing to have, I guess. I mean, you have a chance every day to have perspective in what you do.
I think that's a fair comment, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Loren, I appreciate your time. Congratulations. You're not newly married, but relatively in the 8 years we've been friends. You got married a year and a half ago or so.
Yes,
So congratulations again
Thank
on
you,
that.
Thank you.
I look forward to seeing you at the 9 Gallery on May 5th for
I'm
the
looking
opening.
forward to it.
And thanks again so much for your time.
My pleasure. Thank you.